ever convention. Give them a round of applause. I remember 3 years ago, I stepped into Vegas at an international convention. And man, I remember I saw so many people walk up on stage. And I said, one day, I'm gonna be like them. And I don't know about you guys, but it's some of the new people in this room today, it's probably eating you up inside. That maybe you didn't work a little bit harder. But I want to encourage you today that every single one of you guys, we look forward to seeing you walk on stage here and being in black chairs. I want to do this real quick before I share my story. If you have received a check in Vemma, can you please stand up? So is it working? Yes or yes? Raise your hand real quickly if you have friends in Vemma. Is it working? Yes or yes? Raise your other hand if you got a brand new car from Vemma. So is it working? Yes or yes? Awesome. Give it another applause, guys. Well, my story, 3 years ago, I was going to school full time, and I was at a point in my life where I was just stuck and frustrated. Has anybody ever felt that way before? And it wasn't just me, because I was taught, I'm Filipino, so I was taught, like everybody, go to school, get good, and eventually get a high pay, and then you have to work really, and we don't know what happens after that, true. And I was taught to do that, but here's what happened. I looked around my family members, I looked around, you know, the circle of people that I was with, and they followed the system, but they were still in a paycheck to what? Paycheck. Can anybody relate to that, guys? And I was praying for a miracle in my life, because I was in a point in my life where I needed something different. And I was working 3 jobs at the time, all minimum wage on the top ramen diet. How many of you ever had top ramen before? Call it YPR, how many of you ever had top ramen before? What about the dollar menu diet? That's where I was at. And, you know, a blessing came my way when a friend of mine reached out to me. And she said, you gotta come take a look at Burke. And the first thing I said, guys, is I'm not interested. I was one of those people that had a big ego and a small bank account. Can anybody relate to that? I'm not interested. She calls me 5 minutes afterwards and says, that's why I need you to come take a look at the information so you can get interested. Guess what I said? I'm not interested. 5 minutes after that, she says, I'm picking you up so you can see the information so you can get interested. And guess what I said? I'm not interested. And she gets to my door, and she says, I'll buy you lunch. Now, as a broke college student, how many would agree anything for free is a good thing? And guess what I said? I'm what? I'm interested. So that day, I got kidnapped. I got a muffin and a coffee for lunch, man. And I got kidnapped to come to an event. And I believe in life, everything happens for a reason. Can anybody relate to that? That day, I met some phenomenal people. I met my big bro, Mr. Brad Alcazar, right here, my mentor. I met a handful of people. I met Chuck and Sally Wing. I met Rika, Natasha, and Holly. Phenomenal people. Here's what I got excited about. I got excited about that night about residual income. I got excited about that night about the concept of doing something one time and getting paid for a lifetime. And that night, they did not beg me to join the business. Matter of fact, they blessed me. So maybe we can make it, and if you're in a situation where you're begging people, guys, you have an opportunity that can change the world. You are blessing people. So can we say that out loud? We are blessing people.
We are blessing people.
We are blessing people with this opportunity. That night I was blessed to meet phenomenal people. And I understood residual income. And for those who maybe heard my story before, and maybe haven't heard it, residual income means you're getting paid all the time. So when you're sleeping, you're making what? When you're having fun, you're making what? When you're making babies, you're making what? Residual income means you're getting paid all And I got excited about that, guys. Within a short period of months, I was able to leave my 3 jobs. A few months after that, got into a brand new car, and I got excited about that because I remember meeting with Brad, and I was driving a 1987 van at the time. I don't know if you know what that looks like. How many remember Scooby-Doo? I was driving that van. And I said, Brad, if this is really going to work, man, I got to get into a brand new car. I mean, I was literally selling a dream, but living the nightmare. And months after that, hit the rank called executive. And this is where the story has a little bit of a unique twist. I hit executive, but I got stuck. I was stuck, guys, for over 12 months. 12 what? Months. How many, I know some of the people here, maybe you're there right now, maybe you're thinking to yourself, man, I need a rank advance. And I was stuck, I was frustrated. I didn't know what to do. I get a phone call from BK. And I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. BK goes, so, when are you going to leave? When are you going to sit in this black chair? And I said, I'm working. And he goes, well, you got to build 2 legs, right? And I'm like, yeah, I got it, BK, I got it. And I think that day literally put a spark. This was a couple months ago, a spark in me. And there is a difference between winners and whiners. How many would agree with that?